Ever since Grand Theft Auto 5 released in 2013, even right up to this very day, it has been one of the most played and one of the most popular games to have ever been released. Whether you like GTA Online or not, there's no denying the mega success and global impact it's had on the video game industry as a whole. GTA 5 is most definitely a cultural phenomenon within pop culture, and with GTA 5's disappointing 10th anniversary behind us, GTA fans look forward to the future of the franchise with hype and hope. Throughout its lifetime, GTA Online has had highs and lows. It has been the bridge between GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, and it has been the dark tunnel from Red Dead Redemption 2 to the light that is Rockstar's next major open world smash hitting blockbuster. So today we're going to be looking at what GTA Online got right and what GTA Online got wrong. And this time we're going to be starting off with what GTA Online got right. The little things. GTA 5 and GTA Online, just like many other Rockstar games, have some impressive small and minor details within them. Rockstar always goes the extra mile to add some minor details that a lot of average gamers probably won't even notice, or at least won't consciously notice, or just straight up don't care about. It's quite similar to when a builder is laying brick on top of brick to build a wall, or just like how an artist makes each stroke and draws each line to create an image, or how a musician brings all the tiny beats and sounds together from drums, pianos, guitars, and so many different instruments together in order to make an instrumental. That's how every little thing, every little detail comes together in GTA Online to make the world feel so alive and so immersive. It's all those little seemingly irrelevant things that make Rockstar games in general such high quality. Whenever you step into a shop in GTA Online, you see tons of little objects that you can't really interact with. Tons of little things that you don't even give a fuck about, like fruits to Pepsi, Sprite, ginger beer, Doritos, Pringles, soap powder, milk, orange juice, apple juice,
7 days later,
frozen pizza, gumballs, alcohol, and a local geek. Cornflakes, frosted flakes, Rice Krispies, bread, and tuna. All of that is just so much detail that I never really noticed or cared about until recently. And I've been playing GTA Online for so many years, so that's my point proven. Drive-bys. Drive-bys are one of the most exciting things you can do in GTA 5 Online. And when I say drive-by, I don't mean Big Smoke's type of drive-by. I think that Rockstar nailed drive-bys for the 2013 release of GTA Online, although there's always room for improvement. But considering how long ago the game came out, plus the fact that I still enjoy doing drive-bys up to this day, goes to show that they definitely got it right. Drive-bys have always been one of my favorite things to do across every GTA game period. They can genuinely be intense and exciting in some situations, especially situations that involve other players. Whether it's a crazy shootout with another player or you're just driving up on him to blow him up with a sticky bomb or grenade, drive-bys are usually a blast, no pun intended. Vehicles. When it comes to the vehicles in GTA Online, I can only give Rockstar a thumbs up when it comes to them because there's just so many to choose from. And on top of that, each vehicle feels unique to drive or fly, although some feel similar to others in terms of handling. I mean, everybody knows GTA is a deep game already, right? And with so many customization options, from changing the colors of your vehicle to improving its performance with modifications, you have to give credit where credit's due because a lot of games still ain't on this level of detail and depth when it comes to the vehicles. Even some games that are dedicated to cars and games that are dedicated to planes struggle to reach this level of detail in terms of what they have to offer and what you can actually do with them compared to GTA Online. Even with the removed website vehicles being harder to acquire, GTA Online still has so many vehicles to choose from. Vehicles can be acquired in so many different ways in GTA Online. You can steal them from NPCs going about their business in the streets, or you can be awarded vehicles for beating certain missions. You can even just choose to buy vehicles or claim some of them for free, and even win some of them by spinning the wheel in the casino. Vehicles in GTA Online have had such an impact with their variety and attention to detail to the point where you have YouTube channels dedicated solely to vehicles and even specific types of vehicles in GTA Online. Isn't that amazing? Free roam events. Let's face it, a lot of missions in GTA Online can be a drag, and speaking from a personal point of view when I say this, that I personally avoid doing a lot of missions in GTA just because of that, and besides I generally just prefer to play in free roam a lot of the time anyway, because it's not like GTA Online is a one and done story. I mean, yeah, there are story missions in GTA Online Online with decent stories, even better than a lot of games coming out nowadays. But because I prefer story mode when it comes to missions, and GTA Online when it comes to free roaming nowadays, I really appreciate that I can make money in free roam events. Obviously the payout could be a bit better for some of these events, but the fact that you never really need to play missions basically in GTA Online and you can just make money from free roam events is a nice touch to the game. From business battles to events like Hot Property, King of the Castle, Hunt the Beast, and so many more, free roam events are much appreciated by players like myself who enjoy playing in free roam most of the time in GTA Online. Cosmetics. Cosmetics are a major lifeline for a lot of live service games, and I can only say that it is a massive W for all the players of GTA Online because they don't have to spend a penny on cosmetics, at least real world pennies. There are so many choices of clothing and costumes in GTA Online. You can dress your character up pretty much however you want. You can make your character be whoever you want your character to be. If you want your character to look like a street thug, you can make it look like a street thug, no problem. If you want to look like a millionaire, you can look like a millionaire if you want to. If you want to look like the Joker or Agent Smith, you can make that happen as well. When you really think about it, Rockstar didn't have to go so far in providing this many cosmetics. People would still be playing GTA Online if there were half the amount of cosmetics available. But I sure am glad that Rockstar went the extra mile to add this many cosmetics. One of my personal favorite cosmetics or suits in GTA Online is the scuba diving suit, because whenever you step into the water, you get an oxygen tank and a full face diving mask. Let's be honest, if this was any other company or any other game, they would lock the scuba diving suit behind a paywall for GTA Online 100%. So GTA Online definitely gets cosmetics right, even though some of them are a bit overpriced in game. Explosions. I would really like for someone to tell me what GTA Online would be without explosions. Imagine if Rockstar came out and made an announcement and said today is no explosion day. If you cause one vehicle to explode, or if you fire a single rocket or cause any form of explosion in GTA for the next 24 hours, your account will be permanently banned. And on top of that, this is stuck on your account, so your next 24 hours of playtime, no matter when you choose to play, you still have to participate. Now at that point, gamers are either going to do one of these two things. It's either they're going to end up causing an explosion and getting permanently banned, or they're going to stay AFK for 24 hours because a GTA Online lobby without explosions is just so lame in my opinion. Because if you plan to play without causing a single explosion, rest in peace. Look how beautiful and cinematic the explosions are. Some of the most iconic and exciting moments in GTA Online involve explosions. One of the most satisfying things you can do in GTA Online is blow someone up, and the sound effects plus the sparks, fire and the shockwaves are just so satisfying to witness, except when you're the one going up in a big ball of fire. The only sad thing about explosions is that they don't really destroy the environment that much, but that's not really to do with the explosion, that's more to do with the indestructible environments. Music. Technically I shouldn't really be giving GTA Online props for the music, since a lot of the music wasn't originally made for the game and instead was licensed for the game, but because it can be found in GTA Online, I'm going to include music. In my opinion, music is half of the fun in GTA Online, and with so many radio stations to choose from, such a wide variety and huge catalogue of music to listen to is a gigantic W. GTA Online has introduced so many gamers to so many different songs from so many different artists and singers that even a lot of us listen to even when we're not gaming. Whenever you step into a nightclub on the PS5 version of GTA Online, you can feel the beats of the music pulsing with the vibrations of the controller, and that is just so genuinely amazing to me as someone who loves music just as much as I love gaming. And if Rockstar just never added this feature in GTA Online, no one would miss it. Rockstar could have simply ignored the nightclubs entirely, because how many people genuinely go to the nightclubs in GTA Online just to experience the nightclub itself? Usually they go there for a mission or something like that, but GTA Online got the music right in every single way if you ask me. Visuals. GTA Online came out in 2013, but this specific version, the PS5 version, the quote expanded and enhanced version, came out in 2022. I always thought GTA 5 and GTA Online looked good, and I still think it looks good compared to a lot of games coming out nowadays, considering that the base game came out in 2013. But overall, I gotta say the game has always looked like candy to me, and it still does. I really dig the art style, although it does make some things look a bit goofy. Now moving on, let's look at what GTA Online got wrong. Futuristic stuff. You see, when it comes to the futuristic things in GTA Online, it's like the person who decided decided to put these things in GTA Online was some little kid. It's like an 8-year-old said to the person in charge, "Daddy, can you please make the people at your workplace put a flying motorbike in GTA Online and tell them to put a flying car in it as well, and a Batman car, and a gravity car, and a laser gun too?" And the person in charge said, "Alright son, anything you want." Went back to the office on Monday, had a meeting with everyone and said, "Look, this is what we're gonna put in GTA Online." If you're someone who watches videos on this channel, you would have probably heard me say that I do not like laser guns. I prefer guns that shoot bullets, modern guns in my games. And I'm one of the biggest GTA fans, right? And I'm telling you straight that I used to play GTA Online every day. There was a time when GTA was the only game I played, but ever since they added futuristic vehicles such as the Mark II and the Deluxe, so it just kind of killed the fun for me. GTA San Andreas had a jetpack, and that was fine, especially considering that it was mainly a single player game. If GTA Online had one futuristic thing, with that being a jetpack, it wouldn't be so bad. Or another way that this issue could have been remedied is if Rockstar had made an option for you to create and enter public lobbies with certain things banned. For example, in the options menu, and you could open up a filter and look for a lobby with Mark IIs and Deluxes banned from that lobby. But overall, I would say futuristic things kind of ruined the game for me, in a way, because right now if I turn on GTA Online and I'm driving around, shooting, having fun, and someone starts interfering with a Mark II, I'm highly likely gonna close the app and play or do something else, cause I ain't got time for that crap. Even though I own a Mark II, but I never really use it because that's not what I play GTA for. That's not the experience I'm looking for when I turn on a GTA game. Money system. The money system in GTA Online is just straight up terrible. It takes way too much time to make a decent amount of money in the game. You have to spend hours of your time just to be able to buy a single top-end sports car, or fork out real-world money to buy shark cards and in-game currency to be able to afford it. And the worst thing about the money system is that as time goes on, it seems like Rockstar just wants to do as much as they can to keep pushing gamers towards buying shark cards and subscribing to their GTA Plus subscription service where they receive money and vehicles every month. In GTA 5 story mode, and even in previous GTA games, I'm used to having tons of cash to do whatever I want, but in GTA Online it's like an endless grind. You never have enough cash if you decide not to buy any shark cards or use any glitches to make money. Heists. Ah boy. The heists in GTA Online are supposed to be one of the major ways to get a ton load of money, right? But the heists kind of trick players, or trick some players when you really think about it. Because it's like, imagine someone in real life robbing a bank for 100k, and then after they rob that bank, they go buy a fancy car but they can't afford the insurance for it. That's what doing a heist is like in GTA Online. Because yeah, you go on a heist, you steal like 1 million GTA dollars, then you buy a single car out of that money, if you can even afford the car, and then your money is done. And you have to do the heist again if you want to make another $500,000 to set it up and modify it. The heists in GTA Online are just kind of stupid, because which criminal would risk their life to rob a bank just for 100k, and on top of that they have to rob the bank 10 times back to back, shoot hundreds of police officers and get shot at thousands of times just to make $1 million. The reward is just not worth the risk, and in GTA terms the reward really isn't worth that much at all, but you still gotta do it if you want to make that lump sum of money or waste money on shark cards. The guns. The guns in GTA Online are a major disappointment to me personally, because I think the amount of guns, excluding the futuristic ones, is just not enough. The game's been out for so many years and they could have added so many guns to the game, and on top of that, the guns that are in the game, they all feel the same for the most part. They don't really have any recoil that affects the gunplay in a major way, and it just leaves a lot to be desired, like especially if you compare the number of guns and the number of cars in GTA Online, it just sucks. NPCs. The NPCs in GTA Online all drive the original cars that the game basically launched with. The game has so many vehicles in it collectively, and yet still, the NPCs don't drive any of the new cars that were added to the game. Like, it should have been completely random as to what you would stumble upon when it comes to the cars that the NPCs drive. Some of the NPCs use basic weapons for the most part. You rarely find NPCs using weapons like the RPG and the sniper, even enemies in missions. Like, they just seriously lack variety in terms of strategy and how they attack you. The regular NPCs in the world usually walk by themselves. You rarely see them in groups unless you go to a place like a nightclub or something like that, but usually a majority of the NPCs travel alone. And while the NPCs do say some funny or interesting things from time to time, I gotta admit that the NPCs could really use a lot of work to make the game a lot better and a lot more interesting. And just because GTA Online was released in 2013, it doesn't mean that Rockstar couldn't improve the NPCs over time. They just chose to prioritize the wrong things, in my opinion. The phone that seems like it never stops ringing. While I don't hate the phone in GTA Online, as it has its uses, such as calling Lester to call the cops cops off of you or to retrieve your car from the impound, etc. I do hate the way it feels like your phone is ringing every 2 seconds, and sometimes in the worst situations like when you're in a gunfight or when you're about to pull a parachute or something like that. Just some of the worst times. All of that plus the barrage of text messages that you get every 2 seconds, at least that's what it feels like. It's really annoying, and the lack of options to tweak things like this is just a big L because it's so annoying. You can change the frequency of messages, but I mean, it's still not enough. The phone is just straight up annoying in GTA Online. The map. The map in GTA Online has one major area, and that is Los Santos. Most of what lies beyond Los Santos is just basically dead space, and while it is nice to have a bit of open areas like some fields and mountains, the majority of the map doesn't feel like it was used as best as it could have been used. And with GTA Online being a live service game that makes Rockstar so much money, they could have expanded the map over time, but the map has just been pretty much the same since the game launched in 2013, and that is a big shame. It's even worse when you look at the marketing and branding of the PS5 version being, quote, expanded and enhanced. But in this area, I think Rockstar just chose to prioritize the wrong things once again. Until next time, stay away from the griefers.